You know that feeling that you get when you walk into your kitchen and you step on a puddle that has accumulated from an ice cube that you kind of forgot about, so now you've got a wet sock and you're just really upset? That is the amount of anger that I feel when I think about my Golden Corral experience. Now, as a child, everybody loves buffets. I loved buffets. I loved Golden Corral. I thought it was the coolest thing. We could go and get food, whatever food we wanted. It doesn't matter what genre of food it is. We can just get it and we don't have to wait. And we get to pick out our own dessert. Sign me the freak up. So me and my friends, we just got done doing something. We're gonna go get something to eat, but we can't decide what we want. So we think, all right, let's go to a buffet because we can get whatever food we want and as much of it as we want. So we do that. Now, as we walk into Golden Corral, I take a big, and it's exactly what I would imagine it smells like. A restaurant. I smell food. This is a good sign. Now, there's no line, so I don't really get a gist of the kind of people that are in here. So we walk up in a line. Now, if Golden Corral, if you've never been there, it's basically like you stand in line and then you pick out your drink, you get a tray, and then you pay for your food, and then you go off into the restaurant. So we walk up and then he asks how we're doing. I say, good. And he says, what would you like to drink? And I look up and I see Pepsi products on the little drink logo thingy. So I think, okay, I'll have a Mountain Dew. He looks over at me and he says, oh, we're out of Mountain Dew. Would you like a Sierra Mist? Sierra Mist? Sierra Mist is not something that you suggest to someone. You only drink Sierra Mist if you ask for it. The only people that are actually consuming Sierra Mist are people who specifically go out and they're like, I am going to get a Sierra Mist. I'm going to buy some Sierra Mist and I'm going to drink it because that's the pop that I like. But if you're not that person, you don't drink Sierra Mist. You're not like, I will dabble in a Sierra Mist. So, you know what I get? I get a water. I say, are you happy? I'm getting a water now. A water Sierra Mist my ass. So then we pay the outrageous $14 or whatever it is to get in for each person. They are giving themselves too much credit for charging $14 a person. So then we walk in and I immediately see a child run past me, followed by his mother. Now, I'm gonna describe the mother without being too rude. If I had to describe her in any way, it would be that she looks like she is on a TLC reality show. Like, you just look at her, and if I told you, oh yeah, she has her own show on TLC, you'd be like, huh. Yeah, I could see it. Once we walk in, we find our table, and I go to the bathroom. But before I go to the bathroom, I see we have a waitress. Her name is Chelsea. And immediately I'm thinking, why do we need a waitress? This is a buffet. What are you going to provide for us? And I'm gonna have to tip you now. Damn it, I didn't even expect going into this that I would have to tip anyone. And then she said, hi, how are you guys doing? Blah, 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 blah. Let me take those trays for you. Let me give you some napkins. She gives us 5 napkins. Now, I don't know about you, but when I go to a restaurant, I grab like a stack of napkins. Let's just say I get some sauce in my hand or something, you know, and I wipe it down with a napkin. I'm not gonna use that napkin again. It's covered in sauce. So I need a new napkin now. So if that happens, then we're gonna be down 1 napkin. It's 3 people with 5 napkins. It's 3 people with 5 napkins. This is already a disaster waiting to happen. So then I go to the bathroom and I walk in and I go to the urinal. Now, if you've never seen a urinal in a men's bathroom, they basically have these little things called urinal cakes, and it's kind of like the thing that you plop in your toilet that whenever it flushes, it kind of washes the toilet for you. It's basically one of those, and they're pink, and they just keep it from smelling like piss, I guess. So I take a look at this urinal cake, and I think, oh my god. And it looks like it was a urinal cake that they borrowed from a truck stop. So I go pee, and then I go over to the sink, and it is just a disaster. There's water everywhere, which I understand because it's a sink. Water is kind of a thing that happens there a lot. But on top of that, there is 4 straw wrappers strewed around, kind of stuck to the table like paper mache. And then off to my right, I see a fork. Now, with both of these items, the fork and the straw wrappers, these are things that should remain at the table, and I have no idea how they made their way into the bathroom. So I wash my hands and I get out of there. I go back and I grab a plate and I'm gonna get ready to get a meal. I figure that I'm gonna get like a steak dinner kind of thing, so I get some potatoes and I get some steamed vegetables, and then I go up to the little grill area where you get your meat. Now, what I see is a main guy doing all the grilling, and then there is a woman that's kind of like walking around helping out, doing his stuff, kind of like a grilling assistant, I guess. And I asked the guy for a steak. He gives me the steak, no problem, when I ask for all that, whatever. And then my friend's with me, and she sees the thing of ham over there to the right, and she says, hey, can I get a slice of that ham? And then I can't believe he said this. The ham's overcooked, you sure you want that? And I was just thinking, wait, what? So my friend, she's like, yeah, sure, I'll get a piece of ham. You a brave girl, honey, you a brave girl. And as he's saying this, he's kind of looking back at the assistant, so I'm getting the vibe that the assistant burnt the ham, and he's pretty upset about this. So these guys got beef cooking, and it's not steak. Why am I like this? This guy must be trying to get fired, or he just wants some severance pay, or he just wants to get the hell out of here. Which I don't blame him, because I kind of want to get out of here too now. So then we go back and, you know, I eat my steak dinner. It's alright. It's mediocre. It's not bad. It's just kind of, meh. I am just going to go get some dessert. How about that? So I walk up and I go and I'm thinking, alright, I'll get some apple pie and vanilla ice cream. So I go just get a slice of apple pie. I look over and I see a brownie and I'm thinking, well, you know what? This whole thing can take a beating, we're gonna get some more. So I get a brownie, nothing wrong with the brownie, nothing wrong with the handle, everything seems to be kind of a-okay with that. Then I walk over to the ice cream machine, and that's where the real fun happens. The ice cream machine's off to the side, so it's not in that big main area. You kind of have to walk around a corner and then it's there. Now the first thing I see is underneath the chocolate reservoir, because usually with those ice cream machines they have chocolate, vanilla chocolate, and then vanilla. Underneath the chocolate is literally a Road Ranger fountain pop cup, and the chocolate is just dripping down like it's broken. Somebody broke it. But that's not what I'm worried about. I'm not worried about the chocolate part being broken. I'm worried about the fact that they put a Road Ranger cup underneath that. Like, out of all things, you're literally a restaurant. You have cups. This makes me think they were just like, ah, shit, the ice cream's broke. Phil, you had a Road Ranger pop earlier, right? Yeah. Well, you still have that cup? Of course. Well, bring it here. Just fucking genius. Now, I look over and I'm like, alright, it's a good thing I'm not getting chocolate. I'm gonna get some vanilla then. Put my hand on the vanilla. My hand is sticky. It's either kids just washing their hands with ice cream and just going plop, 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 touching everything in sight, or it's Golden Corral protocol to spray every handle with a spray adhesive. In my head, the rational thing is grab a napkin from your table and then use that to touch things. And I would do that if we weren't rationing our napkins like it's the apocalypse. So I power through it. I crank it down, I get some ice cream. So I go back to my table and I sit down and I'm thinking, my hand is sticky. I could either eat the food, but still have the sticky hand on my mind, or I can go to the bathroom, wash this hand, come back, and then my food on my plate, I will have ice cream, but with some melted ice cream accumulating around the plate, soaking into my brownie and my apple pie, making it kind of soggy. So I decide I'm not going to be able to get this hand off my mind. I'm going to go wash my hands and take the L on that. Go in, wash my hands, fork's still there, star wrapper's still there, no surprise there. I'm not even shocked at this point. Wash my hands, get back out there, and I must be Bill Nye the frickin' Science Guy because, yeah, I guessed it, ice cream has melted and accumulated around the plate. But I think, okay, I'm gonna eat it anyways. I've gotten this far, I've gone through this much trouble, this is going in my body. So after a few minutes, unfortunately, I did put it all in my body, and then Chelsea, it must be a blue fucking moon because Chelsea's here. She asks us how everything's doing, how we're doing fine. I say, yeah, okay, and she tells us to have a good night, and then we fucking tip her. Unfortunately, I can't not tip. No matter how awful this whole experience was, I can't just not tip. But so we leave, and as I'm walking away, I just think about how I am never stepping my foot in another Golden Corral again. But yeah, so anyways, that's my video on Golden Corral and my experience with them. Hope you guys enjoyed me rambling on about it. If you liked it or disliked it, go ahead and leave a rating down below. Leave a comment if you've ever had a bad experience with Golden Corral. If you haven't, then you're either 6 or you're lying. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Have a great day, and I will see you guys next week. Have a great day.